All right. Hey, welcome to BCB Live. Sir Rick, we got Buckle Up Bob. We have some technical difficulties. We're going to make some changes on air. That's what we do right here. You know what? When you're the safest in the nation, you just figure it out. Hope you all had a great weekend. Boy, do we have some subjects today that we're going to speak on. We got, obviously, a little bit of Roll Tide going on today. We have some football talk to talk about. Hey, we got Big Blue from BCB Transport. He's going to join us remotely as well. It's going to be a big show. We're going to talk some supply chain issues. We're going to talk a little bit of hunting. I'm going to ask you this. You think there's any truth that if I go around and just lay hands on people, and I'm not claiming to be the Messiah, but I am claiming there's something in this blood, there's something in my touch that just cleans you up and makes you feel a little better.
You know, I'm gonna have to take Drive Safe Dave's stance on this and be like, maybe we shouldn't. Isn't this sacrilege? There's something. I don't want to get struck by lightning in the back of the studio here. Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't think we're grounded back here. I really don't want to get struck by lightning today. I'm okay.
You know what? I'm not going that way, but I'm a close second. How about that? Close second. Hey, producer, welcome back to you as well. Your hair's growing out a little bit. You look like he's aged a little bit. It's been years since we've seen you. I haven't seen you since last year, that I can say.
Yeah, I will say I'm older, wiser. I've got gray hairs now. And,
my goodness.
I can see my hairline pulling back by the second. So, pretty soon it'll probably be shaved off once it really starts thinning out there, and it's that's going to be that.
You know what? Welcome to our age. I feel like you're right there in that era now. Buckle up, Bob. Listen, we got some things we're going to jump into. Gosh, I just feel like I don't know whether to go sports, whether to go hunting. We got Big Blue on the line. Maybe we can bring in Big Blue and go over some hunting.
Yeah,
we can go over some sports. And we can go over a little bit of supply chain as well. And there he is, Big Blue. He's even got a blue shirt on. He got blue shirts, he got blue eyes, and gray hair. What's going on, Big Blue?
Didn't he have blue hair at one time?
What's up, guys?
There he is. Nothing, sir. Just going over some things. And, I know you're a sports junkie. I know you're the hunter of all hunters. But I got something for you right here. Over in Pennsylvania.
Get this in here. See the A? I got the A ready for the day, baby.
There you go.
Does that say Georgia?
That says Roll Tide. I like it, man.
I go with my partner.
I like it. You know what? Buck, you got some Roll Tide colors on, kind of, sir?
I'm going for the Bulldogs.
Oh, gosh. All right. So we have, let's just jump in the NCAA football championship tonight. Bama, Georgia. Who are you picking and why?
Okay, so I want to go with Alabama for personal reasons, but anyways. I want to say Alabama by 10. And I'm going to go with the Nick Saban factor. So Nick Saban has been the underdog 3 times in his entire collegiate career since he's been at Alabama. 2 to 3 times, Georgia was the favorite on that. So we know what happened. Alabama's won all 3. Alabama's already beaten Georgia this year. Alabama's playing the strongest at this point. I see no reason for a 10-point victory, and that's only because Georgia's going to score late. It's going to be around 17. Georgia's score late.
Pittsburgh, and we talked about that earlier today. That was nuts. I mean, Pittsburgh was a shoo-in. They win. All these 2 teams they can't do is tie. The Raiders and the Chargers, and they go into overtime.
Hey, who won? I did not stay up for that game. Who won the Raiders-Chargers game?
Raiders.
Raiders win. They play at Cincinnati.
Yep.
Wow. So I thought the game of the day was definitely the Rams and that was a great game, man.
That was amazing.
San Francisco came back. San Francisco has beat them now 6 times in a row. 6 times.
Yeah.
They're in their same division. So they hadn't beat them in 3 years. My chili would be hot, boy.
That is crazy. All right, so quick picks. Let's just get it done right now. So here we go this weekend. Raiders and Bengals. I'm taking Bengals. The Eagles going against the Buccaneers. No-brainer, Bucks.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
they're going to get crushed. The Bucks are going to crush them.
I'm saying that
They're
and
going to beat
the
them by
points.
10-plus points.
I'll take the Bucks, but I think it's going to be closer than you think.
Oh man! Then
Absolutely, that is the Tom Brady factor. They will not. It'll be a 10-point plus victory.
Easy there. And
all right,
and
I
Philly,
remember you said that.
They do not have a quarterback. I don't care. Again, he's from Alabama too. Some of his time. All right. What about those Steelers at the Chiefs?
Oh, Chiefs. I mean,
sorry, Heather. The Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs. No brainer on
Ben
that.
Roethlisberger. Hey, this will be Ben Roethlisberger's last NFL game too.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard the interview or not, but he was talking about his last game, which was yesterday, and he said it just didn't feel like his last game. I bet you he changes his mind for this upcoming Sunday. I bet he's got that feeling that this is my last game. So I'm right with you. We take the Chiefs in that game. Cardinals at the Rams.
Ooh, toughest game.
I think the Rams will beat them. And for the only reason is the defensive side of the ball. The Rams do have a pretty solid defense. They can be scored on, but in the end, they do have the total package. They have Von Miller. They got the best defensive lineman, 99. What's his Donald?
He's mean.
And then also they might have the best cover corner out there right now. So they do have the total package. I think it's about Matthew Stafford not giving the ball away.
Gets pulled over for like a suspected DUI, drugs or something like that. The cops go over there, they look at him, and he's got a deer that he had found or hit or something like that in the back. And nothing real crazy about that, just a dead deer, except the deer's not dead. The deer's alive, and they knew it was alive. And the cops say, all right, dude, listen. Your first test on this DUI is you got to get the deer out of the hatchback. And here he is right here. Watch this thing. Come on, baby. Get him. He's going to get him. There he is. Look.
What is he doing?
Wow.
Release, catch and release. It's like fishing.
Come on. You're a West Texas guy. Certainly you've tried something like that.
I am going to be honest. I have done some pretty ignorant things in my lifetime, but I have not been a part of catch and release on a whitetail deer.
The sucker was alive, and I don't know how the thing's not going crazy.
How did he pull that off?
Yeah, and these are all conditions that when we say too fast for conditions, most of the time we think about traffic, we think about weather. That's really kind of where we limit it. But we're going to talk this week a lot about every one of those things, curves, right? The equipment. You're right, Sir Rick. We get in our heads that, okay, I got delayed, now I got to make it up. And that's just that false sense of reality that you can make up time. Once time is gone, it's gone. You cannot make it up. And it's critical that you understand that so that you don't trick yourself into being unsafe, thinking that you are still being safe by trying to speed and go faster to make it up, because you just can't do it.
No, I'm going to agree with you on that. I'm going to throw some numbers at you out there. So when I go back and I'll track different fleets throughout what we do in the industry, and on average, okay, a fleet, and again, I'm going to stick to the same group of drivers, but an over-the-road fleet, while driving, drivers that go truly over the road, they average at between 58.1 and 58.3 miles per hour.
And we got some that are going to show some of those things too. Again, get the big picture here, Nice job getting the big picture. And then we got to make the lane change, okay? Maybe wait a little bit later. We were tailgating there, okay? So we want to, hey, he's coming over. His signal was on, or hers. Just back off right here.
Yeah, and it may be a little aggressive approach on there, and I don't know why now this driver has their brakes on. Are we tailgating and they're getting upset and they keep their brakes on? I don't know about that, but buckle up, Bob. You bring up a good point. Regardless, right now, that car jumped in front of us, had its blinker on, still jumped in front of us. We've got to recognize this and back off and then make the lane. Back off. You always have to protect that space in front of you. And when this happens, Bob, there's no chance that we're protected, right?
No, none at all. Zero. Here again, traffic, intersections, right? Great speed and space.
Green a long time. I'm just calling that right now.
Yep, there it goes to yellow. And able to stop. Good job getting the big picture. You can still see the crosswalk. Everything's really good here.
Boy, that warms my heart when I see videos like this. You know what? I was waiting for you to show me somebody running it because it was green for a long time. And when it's green for a long time, and y'all know what that is, that means it's going to turn yellow. And right now, this driver recognizes that this is green. And you know what? It's going to take a lot of luck to get through this. So I better start preparing to slow down. And what happens? He or she, they slow down and they stop. And this seems to be a simple move, Bob. But it's a life-protecting move, and it's something that we continue to talk about.
Yes, and you are affecting the traffic around you. That's the thing to really understand. When you do this, you are slowing everybody else down. Great job. Here again, merge points. We're going to talk about too fast for conditions. Merge points are a big point, okay? And we'll give some statistics later on. Great job packing some patience here. Able to stop. Look at the distance. Great job. Not trying to make a lane change. And now it looks like some courtesy going on. I would almost say curiosity, but and letting them in. Just great job, drivers.
Yeah,
pack that patience
for sure. And we all know that I don't want to say the dangers, but there are dangers when you're in that right lane. You have all the traffic merging. You just have to be patient. You have to be ready to go. You really have to increase your visibility because things like this are going to happen. If you're in that middle lane or the left, then you're not going to see as much of this. You still got to be ready for somebody to jump out in front of you.
Yep.
But maybe we're getting off up here in the next exit or two. We got to stay in that right lane. I get that, but I'm just going to say kudos again to the driver because while they're in that right lane, they know what's expected of them, Buckle Up, Bob.
Yeah.
They're slowing down. They're letting traffic in. We see some courtesy. They're letting the white car out in front of them. Kudos again, another patch of honor from BCB Live to another driver. Great job.
Yeah, we talked a few months ago, but you always want, one of the things to avoid aggressive driving, they said one of the best things you can do is always yield the right of way, never take it. And we saw that in that video, yielding that right of way to all those vehicles. Here it looks like an accident, a pretty bad one. Man, I hope that person's all right. Looks like somebody is laying on the highway. Folks, if you get nothing out of these videos, remember what we're saying, protect life. This is how precious what you do out there can and how you can affect others.
Yes, and again, we see the lights up there. We merge into the right-hand lane. We slow it down a little bit, considerable. People, look at there's somebody crossing the road right there.
Yep.
We see that person in the car. It's important, again, when we see these lights, that we slow it down.
Yes.
We give those emergency vehicles, the cars, the four-wheelers, whatever it is, we give them that space that they need. And I guess at first I thought I saw the sirens out there, but this I don't see.
Looks fairly new.
Yeah, there's just people out here just pulled over doing what they can to protect life, it looks like.